Hey everyone, good morning. This is Gail Dudley with your news in motion. How are you today? Talk to me, people. How are you today? Come on in the room, y'all. Come on in the room. Come on in the room, people. Come on in the room. Let me see who's hanging out with me today. I know some of y'all mad because I wasn't here on Friday, but I'm here today. I'm here today. Come on in the room, people. Come on in the room. Come on into Romper Room. Come on in the Romper Room. I see you, Ron Robinson. I see you. I see you, Rosanna Bivens. I see you. I see you. Come on in the room, people. Come on in the room. Good morning, Deborah Johnson. Good morning to you. Good morning, Deborah Sneed and Adrian and Karen. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. What's up? What's up? How was the weekend? Let me know in the chat. How was your weekend? How was the weekend? Tell me about it. How was the weekend? So, good morning, Latrice Jones. Good morning, Kenny Stanley. Good morning. Y'all like it? Y'all like it? Y'all like it? You missed me on Friday? Hey, I was like, woo, we had a great anniversary week, so I thought I would just, Yes, Latrice Jones, I'm sure your weekend was fun with your son's graduation party. Good morning, Diane Ladybug. Good morning, Lori Wallace. Good morning to you. Good morning to everyone out there on YouTube Live. Good morning to you. Good morning to everybody who's on one of the podcast platforms as well. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. I'm trying to look at the different screens. You know, when you're down a day, you're like getting back, trying to check it out. Good morning, Josh. Good morning. Y'all, Josh is doing his thing over there on his platform. Good morning, Jeffrey Allen James. Jeffrey, I need you to put your address in the chat so I can get you your t-shirt. Good morning to my biological sister, Patricia Lyles. Good morning, Terry Davis. Good morning, Kim Edmondson. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Yvonne. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to all of you on this fabulous Monday. Good morning, Regina Short. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Demia Kendall. You're welcome, Demia. I was like, I have had this. This is hers. Let me get this to her. So I said, I'm going to just throw it in the mail. Boom. So it's always good to get packages unexpected, right? So y'all, good morning to everyone. Before I go any further, I just want to share with you all, many of you know that Kenya Noel, I always call her out every morning she's on here. She was helping myself and Jakithia with the OSU, she's still helping us with the OSU vaccines, OSU East. Well, y'all, over the weekend, her mother passed away. So let's lift her up, her sister up, and her father up during this time of grieving. Her mother was so sweet, always smiling, always part of the conversation when people are gathered together, whether that was at church or at a function or you see them out or whatever. So y'all, please, 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 please be in prayer for Kenya Noel and her sister, her father, also her son. Just be in prayer for the entire family as they are grieving at this time. I see you coming in here, Riakis and Pastor Annette and Hester and Cherie and Judy, Gracie. Yeah, Dominion, she passed away this weekend. So y'all pray for Kenya because she's taking it pretty hard. So pray for her. Yeah. Latrice Jones said Miss Tammy was a ray of sunshine for sure. She really was. I mean, you just think, why'd you put your address in there, Jeffrey? You need to delete that. This is public. Everybody can see this. Put it in the inbox message. Dude, erase that. Delete your address and put it in the inbox message. So y'all, if y'all see her or send her an inbox message, a DM, something, just, letting her. She has a post up on her wall with some pictures of her mom. So if you all just see there, just put in there that you're praying for her. That would be great. All right, y'all know I can go on and on and on and on, but y'all, we need to get this party started. Are y'all really inboxing? The team is saying y'all are inboxing. Here they are. Look, y'all, there's only so many. Until we put in our next order, we're going to see how they go. So the shirt that I'm wearing looks like this. Short sleeve V-neck women. On the back, it says that's happening. So this is the shirt that I'm wearing currently. This is the shirt, y'all. All the shirts are $25 plus $7.95 for shipping and handling. All right, y'all, here's the crew neck long sleeve. There's the crew neck long sleeve. And then down the sleeve says that's happening. And because these people felt like, you know what, you just been a sweetheart. You're telling us how to vote. They're tuning in. They said, we're going to add it on the back too. So they put that on the back too. So y'all, we do have sizes. Let us know. When they're gone, they're gone. We'll start another order. But hey, I'm so excited to just even have them. But the team is like, their inbox is saying, hey, the shirt, the shirt, the shirt. Well, here you go. Here you go. Good morning, Pastor Alex. Good morning. Good morning to all of you. I'm sitting here rubbing my hands. I'm like, I have no rings on, no nothing. Oh, well. All right, y'all, let's get to our quote for today. Boom, there's our quote, Jackie Robinson. I'm not concerned with your liking or disliking me. All I ask is that you respect me as a human being. Again, I'm not concerned with your liking or disliking me. All I ask is that you respect me as a human being. Boom. There it is. There it is. All right, y'all, on Friday, the world was watching. And when I say the world was watching with the sentencing. And this picture, I think, captured it all. And this picture is courtesy of Newsy. So as y'all know, the former Minneapolis police officer, Jarek Chauvin, was sentenced on Friday to 270 months or 22 and a half years in prison for the murder of George Floyd last year. Chauvin, who is age 45, is expected to serve anywhere from about 12 and a half to 15 years behind bars. 22 and a half is not enough. That is what George Floyd's nephew said, Brandon Williams, during a press conference. He said, what kind of message are we sending to our country? And then many are saying that the sentence was not justice. So that's a look of what some people, how they were looking, how they were responding. And then we have, it is not justice because George Floyd, this is a direct quote, is in the grave tonight, even though Chauvin will be in jail. This is Reverend Al Sharpton said. He goes on to say, justice would have been George Floyd never having been killed. Justice would have been the maximum sentence. We got more than we thought only because we have been disappointed. And then I have, and I don't know where it is, but I want to pull this up here. I have, team, I'm missing some pictures. Oh, here you are. Thank you. I want to bring up Makenzi. Makenzi is, good morning, John Gore. I see you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all, Makenzi, this is kind of, this is in Ohio. And the image here is from the Columbus Dispatch. Makenzi Ridley, she suffered a gunshot wound and then later died at 9:17 p.m. Here in Columbus, Ohio. And this was, she died following a shooting outside an East Columbus Recreation Center Thursday night. Now, Columbus police say they were called to the Far East Community Center around 8:45 p.m. on a report of a shooting. Witnesses told police that a large group gathered near the recreation center when shots were fired. Most of the people fled the scene when the gunshots went off. Y'all, Makenzi graduated this past June, on June the 3rd, from Northland High School with plans to attend Wilberforce University in the fall. Now she's dead. She's been murdered. I want to talk about this just for a moment, you all, because we take to the streets when somebody else kills us. Well, when are we going to take to the streets when we kill each other? Now, some of you may throw tomatoes at me or sign off or whatever, and that's cool. But the truth will set you free. Y'all, we have to start standing up, mentoring. I know Kim Edmondson's husband, Al Edmondson, does mentoring. I know Kenny Stanley talks about mentoring. Latrice Jones is working on a piece right now. There's so many people, there's so many resources, tools, and opportunities out there. Yeah, it's time for us to say, stop all this violence between ourselves. And we need to get to the root of why we are doing it anyway. Why are we doing this? What is the point? If you're frustrated, hear me. We're all frustrated on some end of the spectrum. We're all frustrated. We're all tired. We're activists. We want justice done. We don't seem like we're really getting justice. But y'all know where I stand. I'm a believer of Jesus. And y'all know that I still believe that Jesus is high on the throne and we are still victorious. Yes, thank you, Josh, for saying, put that up here. Josh is saying, nah, that's real. We kill each other daily and no one does anything. We're just not doing anything. Other race kills us. We want to protest. That's true. So we need to say, what's up with this? What's up with this? And when will we say enough of this? Sharia is saying, Latrice Jones says, we got to get all Black Lives Matter. Sharia is saying, yes, y'all been asking the same question for a minute. Diane Ladybug is saying, exactly, Black lives, no matter who is murdering our people. Y'all, listen, she had graduated from high school and was on her way to college. There's just so much. There's so much that's going on where we all need to figure out how we're going to breathe and how we're going to work with one another. Now, again, I'm going to put her picture up here because nobody's talking about her. Her name is Makenzi Ridley. That's her name. That's who she is. And if you want to look her up, her name is spelled Makenzi. Makenzi. 17-year-old, beautiful young lady. Beautiful young lady. So I just want us to just really pause for a moment. Pray for her mother, pray for her family. Just pray. We need to really focus on how we're going to help each other. That's your topic today. Thank you, Josh. So Josh is going to be talking about this today. Damia saying, never compare Black Lives Matter to Black on Black crime, never. And it's not a comparison. I'm not comparing that. Please don't hear that. I'm saying we should be just as outraged when we are hearing Black on Black crime as we are with other crime, when other people are killing Black people. We need to be just as outraged because we need to, I'm trying not to get emotional here, y'all. We need to say, okay, what is at the root of what's going on? Is it lack of resources? Is it lack of education? Is it lack of what? Is it lack of income? What's really happening behind the scenes? And how can we reach out and connect with one another? There's something that's going on. Is it a lack of attention at home, attention at school? Where are we lacking? Yeah, and Sharia, when I was on with your team, I need to call them back, by the way. When I was on with your team, we were talking a little bit about I think you were on there. Even when we're voting, we need to be saying who's going to help, who's going to be that right person, who's going to be the cheerleader, the advocate for what's going on. I'm trying to get all of y'all's posts up here because this is a good conversation to have. The cycle of oppression. Yes, Kim Carter, lack of humanity. Yes, that cycle of oppression. Then we also have hurt people. That is a true statement. Riaka says, I believe it's a lack of care. People don't care nowadays. Y'all, something is happening. And Demir, we're going to need to have you on here to talk about it with us. Y'all, we need to really get to what is at the root of this. We really do. because I still have oh gosh, what was her name? Michaela Bryant on my mind. I still have her on my mind. I still have other people on my mind. Pastor Alex says, my question is Black Lives Matter an absolute statement? Good question. We're going to have somebody on here and break this down for us. We really need to, I don't know, y'all. I'm exhausted. Advocates are exhausted. People are exhausted. Kim Kerr says some media, video, influencers, societal norms, etc. kill humanity. Y'all are really in this conversation, so I'm going to take my time. I miss a combination of things: lack of discipline and oversight at home, lack of authority figure and consequences at home, lack of care and concern, and the list goes on. John Gore says it's a lack of home values and self-values in some homes and family. Y'all, what was that movie, Ron Robinson? People just don't value other people's lives. And that's a sad day when we get to that, y'all. Y'all know I'm a believer. And I know we have people on here from other religious beliefs and people. And y'all, I want to speak to this just for a moment. I'm not leaving this conversation, but I want to speak to this for a moment. I've had people say to me that they are watching this. And although that I tell people that I'm a believer, I'm a follower of Jesus, and y'all know at the Inspirational Message, I'm giving y'all scripture and I'm breaking out a little Bible study for you. They're saying that it's making them ask more questions. And y'all, just last week, somebody said, how do I say yes to Jesus? I was like, call me right now. So we got on the phone and had a conversation. Y'all, that's what News in Motion is doing. It's news in motion, but y'all is also sharing the good news. So don't miss that. But wanting to come back to this, people just don't value other people's lives. I just want us to continue to dive deep in this because something is happening. Something is happening. And here's what I want to challenge. This is what I want to challenge all of us. And, you know, you hate me, but I'm being convicted and I want to share this. What I want to share right now is this. Be mindful when you dismiss people. Be mindful when you're not speaking. There was a thread yesterday on Facebook talking. It was I think his name is Brian. He was talking to the Black community saying, when y'all see each other out and about, now that we're out, speak. And he was talking about how many people he was passing at the mall or at the restaurant, and he was speaking to people and nobody was speaking back. Come on, y'all, why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? Y'all, we need to speak. Why are we discounting one another? Why are we ignoring one another? Why? You know, there's so many questions I have here. And I have other news, but I'm sorry, I gotta stay here for a minute. There's so many questions we have here. You couldn't get on married? The devil is a lie, right? Y'all, we cannot just keep walking over people. We got to stop being nasty to each other. We got to stop competing with each other. Y'all, there's a platform for everybody. Just play your role. Stay in your lane. Do what you've been called to do. Jesus up there saying, can you just focus on what I gave you? Y'all know I told y'all last year about the closet experience. You know, somebody can't tell me what I am or not doing as long as I've been in the closet with the Lord. Now, if I've been in the closet with Jesus and he gave me my instructions, I'm coming out to do the work because I've decided I'm intentional about being obedient. There it is, y'all. Intentionality when it comes to being obedient. I'm intentional about being obedient. Case in point, I'll be transparent. I had been wrestling with telling those who were on my e-news, my news, type newsletter, that it was been under ministry. Y'all know this started out as Ministry in Motion. It changed to News in Motion. And what happened was I knew that I need to get off my chest that I've got to follow my passion that's been all of my adult life, which is news and politics with the call to action mixed with the inspirational message. I knew because I got a lot of staunch conservative friends. I knew the moment I got that out there, Boy, when I tell y'all some of the emails I received, one said, Gail, you done lost your way. Because I shared what I did, and I did it very nicely. I prayed before I wrote it. I said, if you're wondering my politics, I stand with Liz Cheney. I've supported both Barack Obama and John Kasich. I believe in voting rights, and I'm fighting for voting rights. Now, that's how I unpacked what I did. And I talked about I split tickets all the time. I got emails saying, Gail, you done lost your way. I'm praying for you because you cannot vote anytime Democrat and not be a follower of Jesus. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a narrative that's not true. And I just said, thank you for showing me who you are. And I was just like, delete, delete. I had over 1,000 people that I was sending this e-news to. It's now down to 300. Okay, I don't care. They were leaving left and right, unsubscribing. I told them to unsubscribe. I said, I know that this may no longer resonate with you. Feel free to unsubscribe. And they did. And I have no problem with that. So hear me, y'all. If I'm losing people on this side, which is okay, I know my relationship with the Lord, and I believe the Bible says, do not judge. That's another story all by itself. But then if we can't support one another on here, regardless of your race, ethnicity, your socioeconomic status, your language, your demographics, your educational level, regardless of anything else, we should still be able to say, you know what, I'm going to agree to disagree with you, but you do give the truth on the news. You do call us to action on the news, and you give us an inspirational message. That should be enough. So here's the trouble. So when I'm processing Makenzi Ridley and the senseless murder of this 17-year-old girl within our community, I'm like, daggone. I didn't say daggone this weekend. I was like, daggone. So where do I turn? Who do I lean on? I have these people over here leading us. We over here can't get it together. So we're stuck in the middle. Y'all, there is an urgency to relate with one another on a deeper level so that we can do this thing, y'all. People keep saying, when is Jesus going to come back? He's not coming back yet. He's waiting for us to get some stuff together. Y'all keep looking for him. He's like, no, I'm looking at you. Can you get your stuff together? Then I'll come make my move. Now that's just me talking, but I believe that. Y'all. I believe that. Needed this today. Thank you so much. Look, Riakis, we are all in this together. Thank you for tuning in. But y'all, there's an urgency. There's a cry of our brothers and sisters. Again, we talked, was it Father's Day week, about the number of Black men are being beat up day in and day out. We don't even know. And when they get home, they react. And we're like, I ain't your issue. I'm not your enemy. I'm the one supporting you. And they're like, you don't even get it. You don't even get it. I just need to come in the house and be quiet because I've been beat up out there. I've had to wear different masks just to move about, to keep my job, to keep going what I'm doing, because it's rough out there. So when I come home, that should be my sanctuary. That should be my place of solace. I had no reason to go all this place that I'm going today, but I guess somebody needed to hear it. Y'all hear me. This is the passion. This is the cry. Yep, you may get sick of me talking about check your voter registration, but check it. Check it. Somebody told me last week they checked theirs and they weren't even on the roll anymore. They voted in 2020. She said, thank you for telling us to check it. I said, now get on it right away. She's back on it. They claimed that it was a glitch. Yeah, glitch, nothing. You purged that person. Y'all, this is why I'm asking us to do these ambassadors all over the U.S., so that if you have pictures or information like a Makenzi Ridley, to send those in so we can post them. Because I want us to start looking at and keeping track of what is happening within our community. Y'all, what's happening? Annette, you said you check yours weekly. Yeah, y'all, we need to check these. Yeah, I need to keep going. I know I need to keep going. But seriously, y'all, I want to see us be just as outraged when we have Black on Black crime, brown on Black crime, brown on brown crime. We need to be just as outraged. Because here's what's going to happen. They're going to stop ignoring us when we're protesting because we're not dealing with what's happening right in our backyard. I can't remember what movie that was. I want to say it was one of Tyler Perry's movies where it was Cicely Tyson. I think it was Maya Angelou and a few others. They were out like at a family reunion, and they were out at a farmhouse, and they rang the bell. And as they rang the bell, the people gathered and they taught history. Y'all, family reunions, I haven't been to my own in probably the last 5-6 years. I don't know. But it made me think it's time for me to go back so I can know who my relatives are, so that we can teach and have these tough conversations. You can't even tell somebody about the way they dress if you don't have a relationship with them. It's useless. It's worthless. You can't even talk about school or education or what's going on if you don't have a relationship with them. Thank you, Kim Carter, Medea's Family Reunion. See, we laughed at some of those movies. Those movies were teaching moments. Teaching moments. You know, for whatever reason, this weekend, my daughter and I were having a conversation, not anything about news or social media or what I do or what she does, nothing. We were just talking about life. We went deep. We went deep. And we've been talking about she wants me to come hang out with her. And I really do want to go see her, but I don't want to make that drive. Oh, Lord. So I'm really trying to brace myself to get on a plane. And so I was like, why does she want to see me? I was talking to my husband. He said, remember all those days she would get up in the bed with you and y'all just be talking for hours, laughing, or turn on television? He said, I think she just needs a little bit of that time. The moment he told me that, get me a ticket. I'll just wear a shield, a double mask. I'll wear long sleeves, gloves. I'll wear something. I don't know. I'm going to go in looking like crazy to get to my child so we can have those moments. And we tried to do it a little bit over this weekend, but it wasn't the same. But we went deep. We had conversations. We were talking. We always go deep, but it was a different kind of mother-daughter deepness. And I think for so many of us in the Black community, we're wanting those conversations. I can recall going to John Gore's house. John, I hope you or Judy don't mind me sharing this. And Judy and I would just sit on the sofa and just talk, laugh, talk, not about people. We would just talk about life and what we're going through and what the victories and the struggles. Y'all, people need a listening ear. People want to hear your voice. We've been isolated for so long. I think people are just missing community. But y'all, here's what I'm asking you. When we get back to community, let's stop the gossip about the people within the community. If you see something and you have a relationship with somebody, go to that somebody. Go to that somebody, y'all. It's so important. It's so important. I don't want to leave off the tragedy that happened in Surfside, Florida on Friday. And here's just an image from that. Y'all, the death toll is now at 9. We need to continue to pray for them. We need to continue to pray for them. Other news, I'll just skip until next week. When we want to get to the coronavirus recovery numbers, not next week, I'll do it tomorrow. But y'all, the recovery numbers are now at 28,927,335. Again, 28,927,335. That's our recovery number. Y'all, I just want to share with y'all that this is the last week we're going to give the coronavirus numbers. Yeah, we've been sharing them. They pretty much stayed at 28 million, somewhere in that area for the last 3 weeks. And so we decided, okay, we're done with this. We're done with this. Now, if we see that the numbers begin to creep up, we will then report those. But right now, we're just going to leave them where they are. So we're going to get through Thursday with these numbers, and then we're going to cut it off. Now, y'all do what y'all want to when it comes to the coronavirus. There was 2 confirmed COVID tested positive on this Royal Caribbean cruise ship. Y'all, this is Royal Caribbean twice. Well, I ain't telling y'all what to do, but I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. So y'all, do what you want to. And while we're at it, this is Israel. Yep, they had lifted their mask mandate on June 15th. But as of yesterday, the mask mandate came back. Why? Because the name is Delta. The Delta variant. The Delta variant is like, I'm mighty and I'm powerful. Y'all do what y'all want to, but I'm here for you. So because their numbers shot up, they went back to their mask mandate. They went back to their mask mandate. All right, y'all, I have to do this because we are still in the month and we still think we can get to 70%. So if you have any questions, check this out. If you have questions, check with your physician. Yes, we're trying to reach that 70% with the Biden administration by the 30th, which is Wednesday. If we get there, fine. I don't know. But listen, they're already at 67.4%. I think that's darn good, more than they had. Okay, I'll leave that alone. All right, y'all, for the win, all activists. Here's a picture that took place on Friday, and they were really putting out different people. You see Breonna Taylor out there, George Floyd, not out there. You see her picture out there, excuse me, George Floyd and others. And activists, y'all, we get tired. So they get the win. They get the win today. Okay, they get the win. All right, y'all. So let's talk about the inspirational message today. I have 3 words for you: bold, brave, and brilliant. Bold, brave, and brilliant. Bold, brave, and brilliant. When I was in my quiet time this morning with the Lord, I was like, God, help me. I was like, I'm struggling a little bit, Lord. I need you to help me. And I got real quiet. Y'all know I'm a crybaby by now. I got real quiet. And I said, God, just help me. And it was like God was saying, I want you to see yourself, Gail. He says, so I want you to wrap your arms around yourself, around the part of you that you think is lacking or fearful or having a sense of feeling insignificant. Yeah, transparent moment. He said, I want you to speak to that person, whether that's a younger person or the person at your age right now. Y'all know I'll be turning 56 in 3 weeks. And so when I just got still, he says, now say these words, just like me and the Holy Spirit was having his own conversation. It wasn't audible, but it was just I could feel it. It was an impression. And it was like, what are those things that you will say to that person? And what came to me is that I'm bold, I'm brave, and I'm brilliant. And I think so often we kind of like play ourselves short. When I believe God is wanting you to know just how bold you are, just how brave you are. Let's stop there, brave, for a moment. What have you been doing that you didn't think you could do? But God gave you strength and a peace of mind to do it. He's like, you're brave. Many people don't even take that leap. Many people don't even take that step. But you, on the other hand, my son or my daughter, you're brave. You did it. You did it. I started off by saying bold. You're bold. Come on, y'all. You're bold. Who's bold enough to take a stand? You're bold. You're bold enough to express your opinion, your theory, your thought, whatever you're passionate about. You are bold enough to do it. So God reminded me what I did on Friday. He said, you were like, I'm coming out of hiding. Not that I was really hiding, but I was always being very careful when I was around my staunch conservative people. Y'all know I'm a moderate. I'm in the middle. But when I was around my staunch conservative friends and family, I was like, I ain't going there with news and emotion. No, it's out there now. This is who I am. And I'm going to tell the world about it. That was a bold move. And I tell y'all, every day, to make bold moves. And here I wasn't making them. That was one I needed to make. Now I've made some, but you would think I make them every day, all day long. Not the truth. But I'm doing it. I'm doing it. So you're bold, you're brave, and you're brilliant. That thing that you have on the inside of you, hear me, is brilliant. It's time for it to come out. It's time for it to come out. Those words you wanted to speak to someone, as long as you have a relationship with them, go ahead and be bold, brave, and brilliant. Y'all, it's time for us to lift up each other. It really is time. It really is time. You know, we quote all the time, we are the head and not the tail. Well, now it's time for you to act like it. Be bold enough to act like I'm the head and not the tail. Go ahead and be bold enough to say, I am victorious. And live it. Live it out every day of your walk. Live it out. Be bold enough to take the stand. Be bold enough to take the leap. Be bold enough to walk into your appointed future. Be bold enough to do that. Y'all, we all have some level of brilliancy in our system. We all have it. But what happens is it gets suffocated because we are afraid of what someone else may say. No, that's over. That's over. I speak to you today and I say to you, that's over. No longer are you going to hide behind what other people choose for you to be. It's time for you to come out from behind that and live into your appointed future. You don't need validation from anybody but Jesus. But Jesus. And I know I have some Muslim friends on here. I know I have some other people that are on here. I have people from different religious backgrounds on here. That's all cool. I'm speaking to you too. Step out in your braveness. Step out in your boldness. Step out and be brilliant. Today ends for you to hide behind saying, I don't know how people are going to receive me. They don't have to receive you. They don't have to receive you. You're not doing this for them. You're doing this for yourself. You're doing this for yourself. Y'all know what I say? Say well, and remember, make some moves.